Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Whassup Wrestling. We are just 1 week away from WrestleMania, and tonight is a celebration night as following WrestleMania, we take a step to the future. This is a celebration night, the entire roster here to perform. Of course, we are starting here with Stephanie McMahon, co-general manager, and I am here alongside longtime colleague, pay-per-view announcer, big event announcer as well, JoJo. JoJo, thank you for being here. Shut up. Stephanie McMahon is about to speak, and you do not speak over the Queen. Strong words from Stephanie McMahon. Celebration of the past and a look to the future. Of course, a big warning to Team Pink. We'll see how that thing goes about, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, following the inspirational words of co-general manager Stephanie McMahon. Jamie Hill making his way to the ring of this first of several battle royales, this celebration of Whassup Wrestling a week prior to WrestleMania. As I said in the opening, ladies and gentlemen, I am not here alone. I am, of course, joined by JoJo. And JoJo, what an honor it has been to call 2 years of Whassup Wrestling before we take the next step into the future. Oh, I think stepping into tomorrow is enough of a future for me. He says, here we go, representative of Bonk and Doink, one half of that team and one half of the future top contenders for the tag titles next week, ladies and gentlemen. Bonk and Doink set to face off against Heroes for Hire for the tag titles, right? I mean, that's what you're trying to get at. You're just basically expanding the explanation. You know, you're saying all the words, continuously repeating yourself, and just filling up time, as it were. You know, saying that these two individuals, this Bonk and his partner Doink, will be challenging for the tag titles. Is that correct there, Weasel? Next thing you know, pretty much, yes. Bonk set for the Battle Royale, a 6-man Battle Royale. Is that the first of many? Already having a huge mountain. Up a fair amount of size, but hopefully enough momentum as now the natural J. Smith making his way to the ring. He's got to be pretty steamed. he is left off of the WrestleMania card, but a lot to prove here for himself here tonight. This Battle Royal to something in the near future. Unfortunate individuals who were cut off the WrestleMania card. Just can't have everyone. WrestleMania can't be like tonight. Well, WrestleMania has 2 nights. You can just work in a 3rd night, right? JoJo. And would you want to work 3 days in a row? Hell no. I need a weekend. Saturday would be part of it. Oh, I need my Sunday for church. You're a really religious man there, hey JoJo? No, it's just easier to shop on Sundays because, you know, people are just out of the stores. I see. Oh. So, one way to look at religion? And it's really the only way to look at religion, you know? I mean, do you really think that anyone has it right? Well, we got into this conversation. Tony J. Smith is inside the ring. The man is an Adonis. The man is a god. I always want to say that. So Tony J. Smith, the natural, another champion, former tag team champion. Last year he was responsible alongside figures as his partner Roger Desmond and Ranger in order to give Whassup Wrestling WrestleMania by defeating D-Generation X in an epic contest. So you're going to go on your little tirade now about Heroes for Hire defending their tag titles? No, I'm pretty sure that we got through that. Fair enough. Joeffrey Jones certainly going to go, well, maybe go for Bonk. Get a early sense of his future competitor. Well, he does in this one. So any one of these men could come out here victorious. It would not be a huge surprise to any member of this audience. So these battle royals mean anything? Like we're going to have like an epic all finisher battle royale at the end there. No, this is just a show, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a huge celebration of Whassup Wrestling. It's past before stepping forward into the future. Upcoming Cyprus, who will be facing off against Big Daddy, his father, and superstar for the World Heavyweight Championship Triple Threat rules at WrestleMania. The contest that'll be. A lot of disrespect being shown from Cyprus to Pimp Daddy. I don't know. I mean, Pimp Daddy did kind of try to relive his career through his son. And Cyprus is just trying to say, I'm my own man, you know? Pimp Daddy's just got to accept that. So, but a sit-down conversation would have sufficed. His father's legacy. One more entrant to go. And it is perhaps the biggest entrant here for this entire night. Blithe Omega. There be anyone who can stand a chance against this mammoth of a man. We may find out at WrestleMania in the rubber match as Blithe Omega takes on Ranger, both men having secured a victory over one another. Ranger just last year at the Land of Giants tournament that followed WrestleMania, a finals encounter. And then back at SummerSlam, Blithe Omega picking up the singles victory over Ranger. We are just 1 week away from settling the score between these two mountains of men. Of course, Ranger last year was also, as said earlier, also responsible for getting Whassup Wrestling the rights for WrestleMania to host the show. Defeating Brock Lesnar in that year's main event. Whassup Wrestling WWE Challenge. And who set up that challenge to start off with? Well, we can't really say who set up the challenge, but we do know that Stephanie McMahon stepped up to the bat, named a few names of her own, and it all paid off. Here's Blithe Omega, future champion in his own right, just has to go for the title himself. And here we go. All 6 men in action. It is Joeffrey Jones showing no fear, going right for Blithe Omega. You see Cyprus. Well, Cyprus had Bonk's number there for a bit, but has changed gears and switched over to Jamie Hill. As Bonk now on Tony J. Smith, but now Bonk again. Now going for Cyprus. A bit of a runaround four-way over in that corner is Blithe Omega attempting to eliminate Joeffrey Jones. Joeffrey hanging on. Now Bonk looking to be eliminated as well. Joeffrey fighting back. I'm not going to get a word in edgewise, am I? Not in this kind of environment. Sorry there, JoJo. You should have been the play-by-play commentator here. I'm sure I'll try to give you time, but what the fans want is to be told what they're seeing. Bonk against the ropes again and again, but now fighting back against Cyprus. And Joeffrey has not left Blithe's side. He really wants the big man, showing no fear. May come to bite him in the ass. And it does. Joeffrey Jones, the first man eliminated by Blithe Omega. No surprise there, and Blithe, the living end, just warming up. So you think it's just going to be total elimination on everyone? It may just be, but it may not get to Cyprus. Ooh, Cyprus fighting back, elbow to the head. See Joeffrey Jones now on his way to the back. It's always the black man, the first one eliminated. Well, this isn't a Jurassic Park movie or any kind of horror movie, so... Bonk hit first into the corner. See Cyprus and Tony J. Smith up from the top. Jamie Hill's resting himself. Bonk could be the next man eliminated. And out he goes. That's 2 men eliminated by Blithe Omega. And out goes Jamie Hill. No chance there from the small man. Blithe Omega is just absolutely cleaning house. Tony J. Smith turns right into him. Maybe the biggest issue he's ever made in his career. Well, I suppose another bigger issue would be what he said to Ric Flair some weeks ago. Indeed, those were some harsh words Tony J. Smith giving to Ric Flair, but Ric managing to come out of it, picking up that victory. Christmas chaos, and now Cyprus. Inside clothesline on Blithe Omega, taking him down. Honestly, Cyprus and Tony J. Smith need to team up, but they're going to attempt to get rid of Blithe Omega. They do not want to be in a one-on-one situation. And here we go. Double DDT, that's what you want. But it's not going to work. I mean, Blithe Omega is the size of 3 men. Cyprus maybe seeming to understand that. Again, Blithe Omega just warming up. And Cyprus, gets him up over the top rope. Takes a shot. Another shot. Blithe holding on. And no! Blithe Omega eliminated by Cyprus. A huge accolade for the future contender of the World Heavyweight title, and Tony J. Smith over the top rope as well, and Cyprus looking to get him out as well. A couple of shots, and Tony manages to block it off and come up with a shot of his own. You know, Pimp Daddy and Superstar better take notice of that. Cyprus getting that huge elimination on Blithe Omega. And now Cyprus looking to eliminate Tony. Oh no! What is Cyprus doing? Cyprus, well, at least he went through the ropes and did not step over the ropes to accomplish that maneuver. Otherwise, it would have been, very questionable. Tony J. Smith propped up. And there we go. Landing shot to the side of the head. And Tony J. Smith ready for it, trying for the counter, but pushed forward almost outside the ring. Tony almost got himself eliminated there with that proclamation that he was going to do his cutter. towards the ropes. Very dangerous position, but Cyprus sending him to the corner. Shot to the ribs and another one. I think Cyprus now just wearing him out. That's right. I mean, why do you want to fight him? Just throw him over the top rope. Because you got to wear him out. Well, if I were in next to any other commentator, they would question the motives of these two individuals. Tony J. Smith and Cyprus, the two finalists of the first Battle Royale here tonight. Standing dropkick from Cyprus. Cyprus now calling Tony J. Smith up. Some kidney shots. And in behind with a German suplex. Both these individuals have a lot to prove here. Tony J. Smith will try and prove that Cyprus McMahon and Kitty making a huge mistake, leaving him off the card. And Cyprus going to fight for some momentum going into WrestleMania. I mean, no momentum larger than eliminated Blithe Omega here. Tony J. Smith fighting back. Cyprus, precariously close to those ropes. Now it's Tony J. Smith. Counters back though. Desperate shot. And suplex taking Cyprus down. And Cyprus propped up. Tony J. Smith getting some momentum. Clotheslines and Tony J. Smith, the natural, victorious here tonight. Our first Battle Royale. Tremendous showing from both these individuals. Joeffrey Jones showing himself not afraid to take on the biggest man of the party. Going right for Blithe Omega. It did bite him in the end. Blithe Omega basically scored up 3 eliminations. Joeffrey Jones, Bonk, and Jamie Hill. Both those men eliminated in quick succession. In fact, Jamie Hill left the ring moments before Bonk could even get to his feet. Here's our official match. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our celebration showcase. Thank you for tuning in. We have a tremendous show going forth. So park your seats and let's get through this thing. You're expecting him to finish his celebration there, weren't you? Just a little, just a little. So we're just going all over the place on Canada, aren't we? Well, just celebrating the various locations that we have had here in Whassup Wrestling. And also celebrating the fans here, showcasing them. We'll probably see them a lot during this matchup. AJ Smith making her way to the ring. You hear her music. We'll see the woman soon enough. Smith, who will be challenging into the tremendous matchup, the Fatal 4-Way Iron Woman match, the 30-minute long contest for the Hellcat Championship. AJ Smith earning her opportunity. She'll go alongside Kimberly, Cindy Sullivan, and Catalina Starr. Funnily enough, 2 of those other individuals are in this matchup. So we'll get to see another preview, just like we saw last week, a bit of a lighter preview. Instead of Cindy Sullivan, we had Lana Starr. Cindy Sullivan having a huge, deep interest in AJ Smith. Started ever since the Survivor Series. All that Cindy wants to be is locked into that triangle choke. So why does she fight her? Well, I think she wants to savor the moment, wait for a perfect opportunity of sorts, just allow it to build up in her mind, as it were. Cindy Sullivan, just someone who's understand, really. I mean, if you want to go into the Evil Girls locker room and ask for an interview, I'm sure they would be more than happy to oblige. All of these fans wearing plain color t-shirts. A lot of them just actually do the exact same movement. That is Whassup Wrestling fans, ladies and gentlemen. Blank-faced dopes just sitting in the arena staring, barely reacting to what they're seeing. As a matter of fact, cheering on Crystal Weiss, who may have manipulated her way next to Summer Holly Madison. Claiming that she was her idol, her hero. She wanted to be just like her, even dyeing her hair into classic summer colors, light pink and white bangs. You think it was manipulation? I think Crystal was just excited and upset that Summer wanted to split apart from her. You know, Crystal's done a lot for her. And for Summer to just treat her the way that she did. I mean, Crystal went and kick-started, or reignited, really, the whole situation that Summer had with Council. And Summer just, I don't know, Summer just getting a bit jealous. Envious that things are being done for her. Well, at the same time, Crystal also expressed deep jealousy over Lilac and Catherine Neville being close to... What is this? Oh, we see Cyclone, a blast from the past, but still a Samantha Darkstar. I think this is more like a mockery of anything. We haven't seen Cyclone in years. That she was manipulated and transformed into a darker variant of herself. Fans have been clamoring for Cyclone to make some kind of return, and here she is. Well, you don't think that she's here to stay? I think this is just Lady Chaos playing up false hopes on the fans. Sending out Cyclone rather than Samantha Darkstar. Just a feel of nostalgia, a feel of better times. I don't think they're blinking. Well, we can't expect all our fans to blink there, JoJo. I suppose. I mean, blinking is a lot of work. Tina Molina, former tag team champion, two-time tag team champion, alongside her partner, Busty Buffy St. Clair. We made a grand entrance, attacking Paige alongside Carmella. Long-standing rivalry between the PMB and the PTC. We'll be seeing that kind of situation continuing on as Whassup Wrestling takes a step into the future. Obviously wearing her Snow Bunny attire that she wore during the Snow Bunny tournament. I see a lot of nostalgia wear here tonight. You know, I think I've seen some of these fans in some of our other shows too. I've seen some of those signs too as well, you know. Fans need to get creative. Stop calling out our fans, JoJo. And here she comes, the Hellcat champion, Kimberly. Dressed back in her swimwear attire from the Bikini Party Summer back in, well, the summer. Where she first won the Hellcat Championship. And has defended it ever since in some tremendous matchups, some tremendous scenarios. But now goes into her hardest challenge of all, that fatal four-way Iron Woman matchup. Most points wins the title. She's going up against the former VixXxen champion, Catalina Starr, and Cindy Sullivan. Should be a tremendous matchup. How many times are you going to say it's a tremendous matchup? I mean, we haven't even seen it yet. Well, that's because it hasn't happened yet. I'm just speculating and building up hype. Hey, we're at the WWE Universe. Get your signs right, you stupid fans. Can't even write properly. Fans just coming in, don't understand how to write. I see the comments section of these videos. What is this? People coming in and watching, they don't say anything. What are you, cowards? Seriously, JoJo, you should stop calling up the fans. I'm interacting with them. Here I am saying stuff. Fans, you say stuff back. I'm dragging your knuckles along the ground like gorillas. Use them to type. Words are not your enemies. Catalina Star is set. Another member of that fatal four-way. Sure, in the meantime, Catalina Star getting some pointers from her evil girl sisters. Even though the BDSM is a offshoot team. It's fairly interesting to see just how Catalina Star functions alongside Cindy Sullivan. So we see Catalina as an obstacle, keeping her from AJ's side. Unless Cindy has always wanted the Hellcat title, one of the loudest voices for her, Buffy St. Clair. Representative of the Harem, Honey Rydell. If my notes are correct, will be facing off against Emily Stratfield. For the Women's Championship and perhaps strengthening rights within the Harem, will be the in-ring representative, Honey. Strongly believing that the attention given by Anya to Emily should be directed towards her. I thought we would have this thing resolved back at the Snow Bunnies tournament, where both Honey and Emily did lose in their semi-final matches. We'll see how things transpire at WrestleMania when the two finally go head-to-head. So this isn't a thing of the Harem imploding. No, I don't think that this is anything to do with the Harem. This is basically more about who can be Anya's favorite. A right-hand woman within the VixXxen's division. Good. Because nobody wants to see the Harem implode. Hey, I think I saw that fan sitting in another seat. Like, quite literally, in the same shot. Seriously, Joseph, stop calling out our fans. They can't even dress themselves. You have to look and see, like, what's my other fan wearing? Well, just as Blithe Omega made his way to the ring as the largest challenge for those other 5 individuals, Queen Amazonia stalking the ring. Amazonia, who has aligned herself alongside Roxy Stevenson. Roxy seeing a tremendous bit of strength and power in Amazonia, wanting her to be her own individual. Of course, in order to do so, Roxy is utilizing her as a bodyguard, not much different than how the council used her. Take on the Glow Girls at WrestleMania. Alrighty, we got an elimination in the making. AJ Smith attempting to get Kimberly up over the ropes, but Kimberly holding on to the apron. AJ's already trying to get a huge message going towards WrestleMania in there. So Catalina Star and Cyclone. And out goes AJ by Kimberly. Her first elimination is one of the challengers for the Hellcat title. I would even mention Crystal Weiss or Honey Rydell or Tina, really. Well, Kimberly almost about eliminated, but it's Catalina Star and Queen Amazonia over in the corner. That could be her downfall. And Kimberly now, the Cyclone looking to lift her up, getting her up over the top rope. huge body slam from Queen Amazonia to Catalina, and right out looking to take out. Any words, JoJo? Just we're focusing on the rabbit ears. You think in the new generation of Whassup Wrestling, we're still going to get our snow bunnies? I'm pretty sure it'll be a traditional tournament at this point. Running knee strike from Catalina doesn't even phase Queen Amazonia as Amazonia turns her around into the corner. Tina Molina under the ropes now, taking a bit of a rest, and Crystal lifted up onto the top turnbuckle and fights her way back out. The four-way challenge there is now Amazonia notices Tina and Crystal against the ropes as Cyclone goes for a bit of a flight of her own. I don't think that she's quite used to those anymore. And Tina had Amazonia propped up for an elimination. Now Honey propped against the ropes. Cyclone gonna try and get her out of there. Over comes Amazonia, and Amazonia is gonna assist, and there is no hope for Buddy Friedel. Friedel eliminated. I think I can hear Emily celebrating from here. Anya's upset. I think Anya is just really, and Tina Molina eliminated. Didn't even get a chance to see that one. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, this harem drama. You can't focus away from harem drama. Anyways, answer about the goddess. I don't think Anya would have been too upset. I mean, what she wants is people fighting for her. So if anything, she's just really egging her Haremettes to fight. And Amazonia was just looking between the four individuals, figuring out who to eliminate. And it's going to be Catalina. And now it is Crystal and Amazonia. A lot of team-ups with Amazonia. You think they'd be the other way around as Catalina now eliminated. So it's Cyclone and Amazonia, now Crystal and Amazonia. You think Kimberly's going to team up with her? I don't think Crystal is that crazy. After all, we know that Crystal and Cyclone are more stronger in tag team developments and flying without a cape. It just seems awkward calling it as that with Cyclone, knowing what she truly is now. Cyclone's propping up Kimberly, could be going for an elimination. A couple of eliminations they could be going through. Crystal Weiss on her own against Amazonia and Cyclone with Kimberly. Amazonia obviously fighting back, and Cyclone turns away from Kimberly. Low drop kick on Amazonia and a almost side Russian on Cyclone. That's superior strength there from Crystal Weiss. Crystal is a strong competitor, after all. Winner of the first female Royal Rumble. Went to the first ever WrestleMania. Challenge against Ida Atsuko really held her own. She did not come out victorious that night. Amazonia and Kimberly once more. It's Crystal Weiss propping up for that rushing kick, and Cyclone sidestepping her as Kimberly just about, and out she goes. We are down to our final three. And out goes Cyclone, and Amazonia comes right in. Does not allow Crystal a moment to gloat or celebrate, just grabs hold of her throat, dropping her down. A situation that Crystal wants to find herself in. Leg drop across the chest. Amazonia just wearing her down slowly. And down, face first. It's like she's battering her slowly towards the ropes. And not even moving her or picking her up, just dropping her to the canvas and letting that control the momentum of where she goes. But Crystal Weiss from behind. Tremendous neck breaker. These matches really only about bragging rights, and what a bragging right it would be for Crystal Weiss to eliminate Amazonia. Crystal Weiss has a fair bit of strength, but I don't think she has it in her to single-handedly eliminate Amazonia. Amazonia could just eliminate her at any moment. In the back, Roxy Stevenson is rather proud of her newfound partner. I don't know. I think I like the partnership of Amazonia and Roxy. It just seems right, you know? Amazonia has been used time and again as just for her body, just for her muscle. I think Roxy finally sees what everyone else will see in her, as we see here, Queen Amazonia, a tremendous winner. I think Roxy is perhaps getting herself into some trouble, because if she winds up upsetting the Giantess, it's going to be her on the receiving end. Is Amazonia victorious here? Tremendous victory and a tremendous message being sent now to the Glow Girls. This is what you have to look forward to in 1 week's time. Not to mention a former women's champion. See how that one plays out at WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. Should be one hell of a show. We're being joined by the absolute hottest, the most attractive here on the roster. You have anything negative to say about her, Weasel, you just keep it to yourself. This woman cares more for the VixXxens than any of these fans could ever claim to do. The sacrifice that she has made. Words from the goddess. Kind, loving, outreaching to those who have not yet seen the light. the harem can only grow from here, Weasel. Not really celebrating the show. The places we've had our shows, they're all taking place now in the same location. Like I said, they're just celebrations there, JoJo. We're celebrating Whassup Wrestling's home. Its original home. Well, since Whassup Wrestling has been home. Colin Styles making his way to the ring. Colin Styles has been searching out respect for a number of weeks here. Whassup Wrestling last week attempting with Dexter Spectacular did not go out too well for him. We see him get himself involved in the Fubar Championship matchup. Looking for respect there. I think he's ready for it. Well, if there's anyone within the Whassup Wrestling Fubar division, it would be Colin Styles. Speaking of heavy hitters, ladies and gentlemen, this man has been an absolute tirade as of late, attacking his own opponents before their matches, even going so far as to assault Charles Manstead just a couple weeks ago during an interview. Just last week, going one-on-one with Joeffrey Jones. All for a claim of being number one contender, the true number one contender to the $1 million championship, the self-proclaimed $1 billion champion, earning that title for himself after being refused opportunities for the $1 million championship, declaring that his title is, well, worth more. Well, billion does come more higher than billion, so, it makes sense. Anyway, Stan Stevens, that singles victory over number guy, may get his opportunity. What do you mean, may? Hasn't it already been signed? Indeed, and so there is a concern for Stan Stevens fans that an individual known as Ultra Guy may be getting involved in that matchup, having scored a singles victory over number guy as well. Was on a tear alongside his brother Ruff back during the fall, getting close to obtaining a title right, but just could not get through the teams of Hero for Hire. No matter the situation, no matter the match design, some Heroes for Hire who went to Christmas Chaos for the tag titles. Get into this matchup here. Tough is still, well, tough. Now like Colin Styles. Very generalized entrance. Kind of like Cyprus as well. All generalized entrances. And the $1 million champion. Blast from the past. Hero for the Halloween Battle Royale during our Friday the 13th episode. Didn't really note on Stan Stevens' apparel. It's the apparel he wore when he won that Battle Royale. Eliminated just about everyone, only to go on forth and finish his eliminations. So hard to give any sort of prediction on this one there, Weasel. It's going to be that Stevens stands the highest chance of victory. No one else has any chance. They should just eliminate themselves at this point. The number guy is involved in this one. It'll be interesting to see how Stan Stevens takes to that. He's won a number guy in a championship matchup opportunity. Before we get to that, we have our first of 3 entrants from the 4 Horsemen. Speaking of the 4 Horsemen, later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Charles Manstead will interview the Nature Boy himself. An interesting discussion mentioned about Ric Flair's future. His opponent for WrestleMania. Of course, being Craig Stevens, the man that Nature Boy single-handedly picked to be his final opponent here in Whassup Wrestling. So what do you think is going to happen to the 4 horsemen? You think they're just going to be the 3 horsemen? You think they're going to try and recruit a 4th member? Because I'm sure Stan Stevens is looking for a team to join, a team to follow. You know, his example. Well, things may have just gotten rougher for the fellow Battle Royale competitors, as we have Ruff and both brothers now in this matchup. You really had to go there. See how Ruff and Tough do in this matchup. They do indeed work as a unit. They do have their brotherly bond, their tag team bond, their long-standing history. Long-standing history of generalized entrances too. This will be a heavy-hitting matchup with both members of Ruff and Tough involved, as well as figures like Greg Faith, Stan Stevens. There we go, Stan going straight for Greg, taking him down. Surprisingly, is Ruff and number guy in the bottom, and Tough and Colin Styles up top. This will be a bit of an easier call to make than the last last VixXxen's matchup. So everyone's just punching each other now. We've not seen Ruff and Tough go at it, and Colin Styles now looking to eliminate Tough. No assistance from his brother Ruff, but in a situation where it's just you get eliminated, it's on you're basically on your own there. Ruff and Tough knowing that it is every man for themselves. With the ropes and Colin into the corner, Stan Stevens going to try and pick him apart. And number guy from behind attempts though, Tough sidesteps. Eyes everywhere countering here. Another mess up 4 with 2 individuals on the outside. No eliminations thus far, but they're going to be coming, and they're going to be coming fast. It's Greg Faith and Colin Styles in the corner. Number guy and Tough, Ruff and Stan Stevens. That's Super Stevens to you. The most powerful Stevens brother. Well, we may see Stan Stevens out of this ring. Ruff now trying to push him away with his foot, but Stan managing to keep up. Strength on display from Tough. And again, Stan Stevens up over the top rope by Ruff. Once more trying to kick him off. More not successful. Surprisingly, we have not seen Stan Stevens or number guy. I think Stan Stevens truly wants a one-on-one situation with number guy. Wants it for the title, and thus far is looking away from him. Tough recovering in the corner, comes right out, goes right for number guy. Stevens saving himself again. Stan Stevens is impervious for being eliminated in these kinds of matches, except the Royal Rumble. Great athleticism from Colin Styles, something we don't typically see. And Greg Faith may be the first one eliminated here. Resistance from Tough, though. Tough just dropped Colin against the ropes and just left him. Clothesline, and Stan Stevens again rolling out onto the apron. And Tough now going to pick up where he left off with Colin. Oh, he's just going to slam him down, just kind of remind him of where his place is. And that place is a great deal of disrespect. And number guy is the first one eliminated from Tough. And Tough basically trying to pick who he wants and goes for Colin Styles. And out goes Greg Faith. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, oh, here we go. Rough and Tough going one-on-one here. Figured that would happen at some point. As I said, every man for himself. As the battle of the Fros now. I think Colin Styles is more curly than Stan Stevens is Fro. Colin Styles making a huge mistake. You don't go for Super Stan. I thought it was Super Stevens. He can be Super Stan. He can be Super Stevens. He can be whatever he wants. Double arm DDT by Stan Stevens onto Colin Styles. Rough and Tough now just taking out both members here. And Tough enough on Colin Styles. Rough and Tough on fire and utter levels of dominance here. And Stan Stevens almost set to be eliminated. Powerbomb. No, Stan. No, Stan. And Stan Stevens eliminated Colin Styles alone with both Rough and Tough. And Colin Styles unable to fight, and that is it. It is brother against brother, and Rough is not going to give Tough any chance to prepare. The crowd here absolutely going crazy for this one. Especially since we might see Tough go for the Rough Ride, and indeed he does. Tough gone for the Rough Ride. There's absolutely no levels of hatred between these two brothers. It's just basically who's the better man. Taking the knee to the face. I think Rough has been busted open. Don't know when that happened, but it happened. And this is definitely not going to help that situation. Stalling suplex, letting all that blood flow down. I wonder if Tough is thinking, is he willing to do this? Is he willing to throw his brother, his flesh and blood, over the top rope? Oh, you damn right he is. And Tough is now going to ask the question, Rough, are you tough enough? And Tough holds his brother, tosses him around. Both competitors close to the rope, but Rough fighting back. The headbutt, not the smartest thing to do right there. But Rough and Tough, more bronze than brain. They've shown that on occasion. Whatever gets the job done, and trying for a powerbomb, but Tough, no, fights his way out of it. And Rough into the corner. And out Rough, looking to eliminate Tough. He's got him up. Tough trying to hold on, trying to grab hold of something. And Tough flipped over and out of the ring, and Rough is victorious here. I don't think Rough even realizes that he's won. That headbutt, that huge drenched silk blood face on account of that stalling suplex. The Tough enough. The way Rough victorious, ladies and gentlemen. Tremendous victory for that man. Tremendous victory for Rough and Tough in general. Here we go back with some more VixXxen action. The city of Toronto has held numerous Whassup Wrestling events. How many? Just numerous, just Just all over the place. Just all over the calendar. And Chloe Daniels, the newest member of the Paige Turning Centerfolds. There's a good chance outside of being a valet for the team. A tremendous opportunity for herself. A mean streak for her in her few matches. Interest in her from the PMB. Decided to keep up with the PTC, but with Harper and so we'll have to keep an eye on her. Keep her going too rough in the future. Well, it's not like we haven't seen Crystal or Harper do some pretty rough stuff themselves. I mean, they were mentored by Paige, of all people. Indeed they were, as Chloe Daniels inside the ring waiting. Is the former women's champion somehow still holding on to her title belt. And blonde. We got blonde Roxy here. The greatest thing ever. It was a self-created women's championship title belt. After having spent her own money for it, designed it on her own. There's no sense that she would just give it up. She does declare herself the women's champion. Why? Even though that title is currently held, well, technically by Anya, after it was gifted to her by Emily. So recently, Roxy's teaming up with Queen Amazonia. Saw Queen Amazonia victorious just a few moments earlier. Will Roxy the same ending for herself here tonight. Oh, it's going to happen tonight. It's going to happen at WrestleMania. Again, Roxy has found herself a winner at Queen Amazonia. She's telling her all the right things. I mentioned the Harem not long ago. Third individual to join that organization, Katie Klein, got in her Snow Bunny attire. I always liked her Snow Bunny attire. She wore it for a single tournament. Yeah, that's a great attire, you know? Nice and sparkly. It really attracts the eyes. You just can't look away from it. Oh, I feel helpless by its gaze. Sure you do. Into the Harem, shortly after Sasha Banks. With all of her career, promises made by Anya as always. Promises did pay off though. His career did take a sharp improvement. I wonder with her situation, or her belief in this situation between Stratfield and Honey Rideout. Are you trying to expect there to be like a Harem Civil War or something? The lines to be drawn. It's going to be Anya on top, and Anya decides who follows who. That's who they follow. See how the Harem survives WrestleMania. The situation between Honey and Emily as Cindy Sullivan now finally to the ring. We've seen the other three competitors in the fatal four-way hardcore matchup. Victorious earlier tonight, but Cindy could turn around there. For someone who truly desperately wants to get close into AJ Smith, she had a tremendous opportunity last week, but refused to partake, sending out her fellow evil girl, Lana Starr, instead. Seeing her with the Eat Me AJ shirt. A lot of people holding the belts that don't belong to them anymore. I think this is really just an advertisement campaign for the coming VixXxen Tag Team title matchup. Former Tag Team Champion, ladies and gentlemen, we should make that very clear. Current Tag Team Champions, the Council, defending those title belts at WrestleMania against Team Pink, Crystal Weiss, and Summer Holly Madison. So if you're saying that this is an advertising campaign, are you saying that there's some sort of under-the-table deal going on between the PTC and the Council? Because I always knew that the PTC were dirty. I mean, they were former adult entertainers, so you can never truly trust them. I mean, who's like supposed to look up to them? A little girl's supposed to look up to them and be all like, one day I too could be a stripper and turn into a wrestler. And we all lead our own paths in life. And here's an individual who wishes to control those paths. Spice, the leader of the Evil Girls, the clearly more dominant member of BDSM. Haven't seen much of her in the ring as of late, just in tag team encounters alongside her partner Catalina Starr. A huge war last year at WrestleMania against both Catalina and Lady Chaos. 2 of the 3 fall submission matchup. Supposed to be that one victorious. She's a founding member of the Council. Actually turned her back on that group after bringing in Summer Holly Madison to lead her own faction, the Evil Girls. We'll see how Cindy Sullivan reacts to seeing her leader. This one's not over as the Evil Girl faction just dropped. Miller making her way to the ring, still brandishing that crack in her mask from her feud with Zahara Madigan Starr. I think by now she would have gotten that fixed. Well, this is Betsy Miller. I don't think that she would allow anyone near her porcelain mask to attempt to fix it. You see those golden nails as well, those sharpened points. With a deep interest in just shoving those deeply into her opponent's throats. So there's 3 members of the Evil Girls in this one so far. There's no question on whether or not they would turn on each other, or they're so psychotic that nothing can keep them apart. Meet the Snow Bunny's finalist, Terry Gold. And their Snow Bunny attire as well. Again, a celebration of that tournament. A hard-fought tournament that ended up with Terry Gold taking on Catherine Neville in the finals. Catherine Neville securing a 2nd year in a row victory there. Terry Gold has gone through quite a transition in her own right here in Whassup Wrestling. Starting off as a cocky individual, going after Emily Stratfield, showing no remorse. And not only defeating her, but attacking her at the same time, calling her out, weakening her will. And it was AJ Smith who really gave her some humility. Since then, Terry Gold turning a new leaf, being a bit more respectable, as Chloe Daniels looking to eliminate her own partner in the PTC. Katie Klein going straight for Spice. See Cindy Sullivan and Terry Gold. And, oh, no! Cindy Sullivan holding on. Where's Roxy? Where's Roxy? Roxy with Cindy Sullivan. And Harper just about narrowly eliminating Chloe Daniels. And Roxy looking to be in trouble here. Kind of hard to tell Roxy and Terry apart. Well, Terry is in the white, Roxy is in the red. It's like a 90s tag team. There's Cindy Sullivan with a DDT on Betsy Miller. It's be crazy enough to go and fight her own teammates. Harper and Terry down the bottom. Cindy and Roxy, Spice and Katie still. And Chloe looking to eliminate Betsy. Betsy with an elbow to the side of the head. Some kicks there from Roxy. And Cindy now turns things around. Spice just about eliminated here by Katie Klein. Katie couldn't quite get her up off the both feet. And now Roxy propped against the ropes. And fights her way back against Cindy Sullivan. An interesting situation and I believe that is Betsy Miller eliminated on the left. Katie Klein was narrowly eliminated by Spice. So first elimination, Betsy Miller. Katie sent to the top rope, and Harper looking to take out Cindy Sullivan, who eliminated Betsy. And unfortunately, it's another elimination I could not see. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big ring. Lots of action going around. Katie Klein, though, could be on her way out. Spice can get up all that weight. I'll say Katie is just a little chubby as compared to the other women here in Whassup Wrestling, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. A lot of fans were very supportive of Katie showcasing her body in the Snow Bunnies tournament and doing so again here. And now Harper with Terry up on the top turnbuckle. To say that a war between the Harem and the Evil Girls will be an interesting situation. And down to the knee. Actually driving Spice up. Down there. And there's Chloe looking to eliminate Cindy now. Still can't manage to get her up off of both feet. And Spice again driven down off of Roxy's knee. Clothesline. Another, and out goes Harper on account of Terry Gold. And Roxy looking to be, and Roxy infusing in the catnip, and down goes Terry. Now Chloe could be joining up her partner. Spice attempting to get her out. The trainee, the rookie of the PTC. Chloe fighting back, holding on, and manages to kick Spice away, and now Roxy in trouble. It's a great deal of strength from Katie. The absolute height there. Roxy managing to catch hold of the bottom rope, holds on, and down she goes, however. Katie finishing the job. So her goddess is proud of that one. Former women's champion eliminated by a member of the Harem. It's the second time that the Harem have, well, ruined her dreams. Well, thankfully she's not fighting the Harem at WrestleMania, so she can get her dreams back. And of course she'll also have Amazonia on her side. And Terry says good night. So we have two more Evil Girls, but we don't have to worry, or at least Katie and Chloe don't have to worry. about a tag team situation. Both Cindy and Spice more interested in chaos than teaming up. Katie packaging Chloe down. Just observes the action between Cindy and Spice, picking her target. So we're down to 4 here. Katie Klein, Cindy Sullivan, Spice, and Chloe Daniels. We might be down to 3. Cindy Sullivan looking to eliminate Katie. She's got her up high angle. And Katie holding on to the ropes just as Roxy had done against her earlier. Katie trying to fight back, punches out the shin, manages to come back in. Cindy seeing her Spice lounging in the corner, sees her as an open target. Now Chloe and Katie going back at it. Chloe rushing right in. Heightened elbow to the top of the head, and Cindy dropping her to the back of hers. Jojo, a word edgewise? Oh, I'm still focused on Katie's attire. It attracts the eye, you know. As I said, I just can't look away. Well, that's a good contribution. As Chloe Daniels turns Cindy around, Spice and Katie Klein recovering on the apron. Chair drop, not something we normally see here in Whassup Wrestling, a very classic maneuver. As all 3 women now picking up as Cindy Sullivan goes straight for Chloe Daniels, looking to eliminate her up over the top turnbuckle. And Chloe flipped around and is sent to the outside. We are down to 3, and it could be a 2-on-1 situation, but we know that's not going to happen. Cindy Sullivan may be thinking about eliminating Spice. And Katie, don't do anything stupid. Just let them eliminate each other. That's something stupid. And Katie is just now focused on what her goddess would say to her if she comes out victorious. 2 straight eliminations over the Evil Girls. Reverse DDT from Spice. Oh, Katie doing some stupid things. It's going to cost her. Katie propped against the ropes. Spice building up some momentum, and down goes Katie Klein. I told you, Katie, you should have just stayed back. Should have just watched them fight. We're down to 2 Evil Girls, Spice and Cindy Sullivan. Spice headbutted back into the ropes. Now Cindy looking to eliminate her. And up over the top rope. This is not going to be fair. Cindy has heels. Sharp heels. Spice is used to the pain. Going to take it and keep fighting back. Spice attempting to clobber Cindy Sullivan from behind. Slap turns her around. Sullivan dropped face first to the canvas. And Spice trying for a dropkick. Shot to the gut from Cindy. Grabs her up. Backbreaker. And shot to Cindy Sullivan. Kick to the head. A high kick. Lost some flexibility there from Spice, especially in a attire like that. I think her movements would be far more stiff. Drop kick to the chest. Now Spice bringing Cindy back up. Setting her up against the ropes. Could be, what to say, she could be trying for some momentum building, and Spice with Cindy up over the top rope, but Cindy grabbing hold of that bottom rope. And down goes Cindy. Spice victorious here. Hold of her superiority within the Evil Girls by lastly eliminating Cindy Sullivan, member of the faction. She's here, up over the top rope. Over a spread out base and kicking her out of it. Is there just full on pressure, sending her to the outside. Cindy could not hold on for much longer. Spice victorious, perhaps sending the message now to fellow evil girls, Katalina Star and Cindy Sullivan to pick up the pieces at WrestleMania. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Manstead set to interview Nature Boy Ric Flair about his coming matchup against Craig Stevens and his potential, not really potential, but his retirement from Whassup Wrestling. A classic here. Himself, Nature Boy, Ric Flair, leader of the Four Horsemen. Well, just for another week. After this, that's going to be it. Charles Manson still looks to be in disbelief. Flair handpicked Craig Stevens as his final opponent here in Whassup Wrestling. The contest that will be the Nature Boy and Craig Stevens. WrestleMania next week. Ladies and gentlemen, look forward to it. I think they could advertise that much themselves. I think Charles getting a bit excited there by the end, but some truly heartfelt words from Ric Flair and his view on the future of Whassup Wrestling and the future of the Four Horsemen and the future of Craig Stevens. And here comes the Dork Killer. A man whose own fears, his own worth disintegrated the team he had with his own brothers. Two encounters with his brother Hype at both Royal Rumble. Chamber. Victorious now. Dork Killer setting his sights on violence. John, you're really struggling here, aren't you? And it's been a long night already, ladies and gentlemen. We have a long night left to go. I'm doing my best to keep myself concentrated, focused, especially with this man in the ring. This despicable human being. One of the most evil individuals here in Whassup Wrestling. Against his own flesh and blood, his own brothers, bent out of again of his own jealousy. And the tag team titles, but that wasn't enough. Being the only man eliminated in Survivor Series really got to him. Perhaps here with another opportunity. His brother, the Great White Hype. Can we see him eliminate his brother? Please and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Attempted to single-handedly defend the tag team titles back at Christmas Chaos. He was not successful in that attempt. Since then, he's had a huge chip on his shoulder towards his younger brother. Tonight may be the final opportunity that he will get. So again, next week, ladies and gentlemen, Dork Killer will be facing off against Violence John. Imagine what that promises to be. This is not a good sign. Largest competitors here in Whassup Wrestling. Damn, that man is big. Indeed, he is. Canuck making his way to the ring. Canuck, who will be facing off against Crackerjack for the Foo Bar Championship. And what an action-packed matchup that will be, ladies and gentlemen. Long-standing rivalry between those two individuals. That Colin Styles will attempt to make his way into that one. A triple threat match. I don't think he's going to want to do that. Well, as a champion, he's going to earn himself some respect. Didn't get it earlier tonight. May get it when stepping in between two of the largest individuals here. So we're asking the question in the past couple months. Who could be capable of dethroning Crackerjack from the Foo Bar title? And could be that man right there. Or it could be Colin Styles. Known as Doink making his way to the ring. We saw his tag partner Bonk earlier tonight losing effort, but And these battle royales are just about building oneself up, building up momentum. Does not mean that they lose out on their future tag team title opportunity against the Heroes for Hire next week. Honestly, that title match is a long time coming. Several fans of Bonk and Doink really looking forward to their big opportunity. A victory over the billion-dollar assassin certainly aided in their arguments for such an opportunity. Well, the three brothers are in. All three brothers in this battle royale. This does not bode well for Dark Killer. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be Violence John and Dark Killer next week at WrestleMania. I'm sure that match will have its fair share of weapons being thrown around. Violence John not holding any punches. Oh, I hope that Dark Killer just basically beats him back down. You know, beats him back into the FUBAR division. Dark Killer is a former Universal Champion. He doesn't need to sully his hands on this. Pimp Daddy, 1/3 of the World Heavyweight Championship scene. Made quite the impact earlier tonight, eliminating Blithe Omega from the Battle Royale. Unfortunately, it did not lead to a victory, but just the fact alone that a sentence can be said. Cyprus having an elimination victory over Blithe Omega. So you gotta wonder if Pimp Daddy will be aiming for Canuck in this one to try and equal that out. So what does Superstar have up in store when it comes time for his own Battle Royale? Unless he's involved in this one. And we already have our 6 competitors out here. Men competing in 6-man Battle Royales. And here we go, Canuck. Oh, Blaze wasted Dark Killer, just goes straight for hype. And Doink looking to eliminate Pimp Daddy. That's going to send a message, certainly, if that happens. Since last year, Doink was getting ready for the main event of WrestleMania, up against Roger Desmond and Dark Killer. How the scene has changed, ladies and gentlemen. It's this year's main event, Moose and Buddy for the Universal Championship. Violence John set to be eliminated by Dark Killer. And Violence John fighting back and Canuck against the ropes, and I couldn't even get him up over the top rope with so much momentum. Just look at Canuck, just towering over everyone. Dude, you can easily pick him out of this crowd. Hype thinks he can eliminate him. Get him off a foot, but that's about it. And Canuck able to get Hype off of both feet and running power slam. Should have just eliminated him. Just essentially showing that he could, as Dark Killer now struggling to keep in there. To the back as Canuck and Hype continue to go at it. Pimp Daddy and Dark Killer, Doink and Violence John now, and Hype over the top rope, and Canuck just basically shoulder rams him out. So Hype, the first one eliminated. At least you can say that he was not eliminated by Dark Killer, and now Pimp Daddy and Canuck double teaming on Violence John, and Violence John having no chance there. So that's 2 members of Fortunate Sons. I'm sure Dark Killer feels great about that one. If he even realizes what's happened. He's been down and out since those 2 eliminations. And that is Doink and Dark Killer reviving their rivalry from last year. Faced off at Fastlane. Faced off at WrestleMania. Doink was victorious in their one-on-one contest, but it was Roger Desmond who successfully defended the Universal title that night at WrestleMania in that triple threat. Belly to belly is Dark Killer eyeing Pimp Daddy, and certainly no love lost between these 2 individuals. See a wild shot from Pimp Daddy, missing out, and Dark Killer able to capitalize on that, but Pimp Daddy from behind with a neck breaker. Doink. No, I was about to say that Doink was going to be joined up by Pimp Daddy in a double team situation, but instead Pimp Daddy looking to eliminate Doink. Showing the back from Doink, and straight shot to the face. Daddy fighting his way back, pulling Doink right into a clothesline, and Dark Killer and Canuck going at it now. I think Dark Killer getting the idea that he just can't eliminate Canuck on his own, not even going to waste the effort. And Dark Killer waiting. Attempts to catch hold of Doink for the Dark Killer, but could not get it in. Now Pimp Daddy, perhaps the only man remaining who could eliminate Canuck on his own here, and going to try, just as his son had eliminated. Oh, Dark Killer eliminated by Doink. Narrowly missed out on that one. And Pimp Daddy, his face driven against all 3 ropes, and Doink now with Canuck up. Drops him down. We are down to 3. All 3 men contenders for different titles. Fubar title, Tag Team title, and World Heavyweight title. All looking for that bit of momentum going into WrestleMania. Doink, into the ropes. The hell is Doink holding on to? Nothing now. It is Pimp Daddy and Canuck. Can Pimp Daddy do it? Daddy with Canuck propped against the ropes. Gonna try and get him up. No one has been able to get him up off of both feet, and Canuck just looks at him like, what are you even trying? Pimp Daddy in a huge heap of trouble here. In the powerbomb situation. Up high and down low. Again, Canuck should have just turned around and dropped him out of the ring. And at this point, Canuck is just showing off his strength, giving a warning to the Fubar champion, Crackerjack, letting him know that what he's capable of, what he can do. And losing this battle royale does not cost him his opportunity at the Fubar championship. This match is really just about bragging rights. Tremendous bit of bragging rights from Cyprus earlier. Pimp Daddy just wanting to respond in kind. And Canuck countering out backdrop of his own. Alright, Canuck, you've toyed with him enough. Just take him out. Pimp Daddy fighting back, headbutt Canuck, and driving him face first to the canvas. Pumping himself up, trying to get Canuck up, but again, Canuck from behind with a back drop. And triple elbows, no pad. And then weight colliding down, and Pimp Daddy's taking up the legs. Fighting Canuck back into the corner and up on the shoulders. And a pimp drop. pimp drop on Canuck. And Canuck fighting back. He's got Pimp Daddy up and tosses him up over. Another step back, and again, Pimp Daddy would have been gone. Kick to the gut and shot to the back of the head. And a stiff kick, and I think Pimp Daddy is out of it. Or not, Pimp Daddy just acting on instinct now. And up and over the shoulders, fireman's carry. Pimp Daddy brought up to his feet. Up to the shoulders again. Rather than being dropped outside again, Canuck just tied with the man at this point. He's taking some sort of offense that Pimp Daddy could even try to eliminate him. But all this stalling, all this battering, it may slow Pimp Daddy down, but it does not eliminate him. And Pimp Daddy now going for the pump handle pimp drop. Up on the shoulders and down goes Canuck. Pimp Daddy bringing Canuck over to the ropes, building up some momentum, and out he goes. Pimp Daddy getting an elimination on Canuck. A response to his son. Pimp Daddy managing to get Canuck out of the ring. We've seen Cyprus eliminate Blithe Omega, and now Pimp Daddy eliminate Canuck. I don't know, I guess you could say that, yeah, Pimp Daddy won the match, but it was a moral victory for Canuck. He could have eliminated Pimp Daddy at any moment. I think in the end, he just took pity on the man. Indeed, perhaps this Pimp Daddy's victory is on account of Canuck just slowing things down, or perhaps he just wanted to see the ladies. So Pimp Daddy's celebrating this victory. What kind of victory will it be at WrestleMania if he walks away with the World Heavyweight Championship? Just have to wait a week to find out about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just earlier on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, before the break, Zahara Mannequin going to start on her way to the ring, but so Samantha Darkstar getting in her way, and just straight shot there. Seems like Samantha Darkstar wanting to come back out, get another opportunity in these battle royales. Well, tonight she did compete as Cyclone. Zahara fighting for herself here, fighting for her capabilities of just getting back out there and hefty into the shot. There's another worry though, is that when you know that Samantha Darkstar wants something, Lady Chaos will not be far behind.
No more. My life got better, now I finally B-U-L-O-U-S.
What is this?
Yes, diamonds on my neck. Yes, I'm fabulous. They keep hating on me, I don't stress. Don't got time for this, cause I'm fabulous. Capiche? Big hair, high heels, and the fur jacket. Style so fresh, you wishing you could check it. Ain't nobody else got money like.
Introducing the PMB, a 3-on-1 assault. Though with Paige clocking the side of Carmella's head with that mic, having heard enough. Carmella just going deep in there with the smack talk against the PTC. Paige also getting a measure of revenge from a couple of years back where the PMB made their debut. Another rope. And trying for a Hurricane Rana, but Carmella turning it around up on the shoulders. There's a rivalry between the PTC and the PMB, even striking out to the mentor and agent situation here. Carmella has not been competitive inside the ring in some time, since she was basically gifted the VixXxen's championship on behalf of the PMB. And Paige just hasn't been competitive at all, wanting to set the focus on the PTC as a whole. Is that your excuse for why Paige was getting her ass kicked for a bit there? Well, doesn't appear to be that way now. And headbutt to Carmella. Again, it will be the PTC and PMB who will likely continue on their feud as Whassup Wrestling goes to its 2.0 status. Now Carmella eats the ropes. And then Paige is leaving the nest, as it were. Getting in one final explanation point over Carmella. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to continue on with this night of celebration. Nobody Queen, nobody War, or just nobody making your Whassup Wrestling facing injury back in the start of the season. Able to gain a measure of revenge, but pushing herself through that nobody tournament and winning, securing her spot. And still a furry, I see. And will ever change. Furry. Documented before the first ever snow tournament, it was a act of humiliation designed by Stephanie McMahon, but honestly it sparked something inside of Catherine, and she's ran with it. I see that she's showing out her uniform, her combat attire as of late. Since then, she spoke about how it was a bit too much to wear to compete in. She was getting overexhausted. Speaking of fur, coming out classic, Kitty. This is a attire we have not seen since her war with the council. She unfortunately didn't win. She lose that war, but also Jim Gusto rising up to remaining one of the last two remaining. Blackmail. Have been meaning that. Competitor Kitty has not really had the greatest career in Whassup Wrestling. She has held the tag team titles. Defending it. He's the PTC back at WrestleMania last year. Now she'll be entering the ring as a challenger for those titles as Team Pink holds. The rival of Elaine, trainer of this year's Royal Rumble winner. Physically active she'll be in this match. It was 2 weeks ago. Her match against Chaos being thrown straight through a table, being monkey flipped through a table. All of Chaos's efforts to destroy those around. I'm sure El Physio different than a normal person's, you know? Like, she comes back from such incidents a lot faster, I'm sure. See if that is the case. She's here to help celebrate Whassup Wrestling. It's 2-year run. Continuing in past WrestleMania, the Whassup Wrestling 2.0. Just 2 weeks away, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be there to watch that up with us. Yes, I really do hope that Elaine is feeling much better. Well, it's not really easy to be monkey flipped through a table. There was such force, I'm sure that chaos put into it. Elaine will get a measure, could get a measure of revenge. The Dark Star, we saw her earlier tonight coming out to the ring as Cyclone, coming out as her, well, her current self. Chaos may say that this is her true self, but well, there are a lot of people who would call to question on that. The Dark Star and Elaine will, I figure, will come to blows in this one. So you figure, but that doesn't mean that they will. Elaine should understand that this fight is not her fight. The next competitor. Kitty had better take of her future competitor from her Holly Madison. Member of the council. There knows her darkest of days, right? Redemption for herself. Focus on ahead of her career in WrestleMania. It may be her time to do just that. Last year she was unable to. She was challenged by Lenny Rydell for the Divas Championship. What do you know? Vince. Perhaps one night only back in her council colors. The final shedding. Desire to redeem herself. All the fans accepted her back into their parts. She just can't accept that acceptance. Just who she is. I don't know, I think deep down she has still, the shirt says it all for her. She still looks up to Stephanie. She has not to face the shirt with any way. I don't think that's her style. I don't think that she would take the shirt. Frustrations out on that. Well, it's not the shirt that she's mad at. It's the woman on the shirt. WrestleMania alongside Crystal. What? Put this redemption arc to rest to a point where she can continue on with herself. And her fangirl partner, her best friend, her only friend. Well, that's not true. We know that another friend of hers, Catherine Neville, is inside of this matchup. And out comes Busty Buffy St. Clair. Favorite attires to compete in her first year Snow Bunny attire. Loudest crying out for a core division within the VixXxen roster. A few opportunities to claim that title, but by all accounts, she should just be happy with the title that she officially holds, and that is, well, it makes my word, ladies and gentlemen, but the biggest bitch here in Whassup Wrestling. The biggest unfair competitor, the biggest complaint. This last year to wrestling. Ultimately getting an opportunity against Paige Smith. months she's been complaining still. Standing rival in Crystal Blake. Forget the wars between the Paige Printing Centerfold. VixXxen division. To the point where when you think about tag team action division, you think PTC versus the PMB. Kristen coming out here with a bit of an attitude. I think she's just upset that the fans were cheering for the eliminations of both Chloe Daniels. They were just excited. We'll see how this one plays out. Indeed, now Elaine and Samantha Darkstar. Their reactions should be changing here. Elaine proud in seeing her student making her way to the ring. Samantha Darkstar. Kyle comes rushing to the ring. The past few weeks have been all about Lady Chaos trying to run those around. Kyle just laughs. Matchup where Lady Chaos basically cheated the gain of victory. You see Kitty going from Samantha Darkstar, Elaine and Busty Buffy St. Clair, Catherine Village, surprisingly enough, and Crystal Blake and Kyle. The stars are getting herself in the match, as is Busty Buffy St. Clair. And Kyle taking out Crystal's Samantha kicking out the back of Kitty's head, and now Summer has focused on Busty while Elaine and Catherine going at it. I think Elaine understands the whole concept of being a furry. Sure. But she would talk with Catherine on what it's all about. I'm sure that she's understood the fan appearance of dressing up like elves even. Now, Kitty going for the ride. Big spin. Tossed towards the ropes. Would not have been an elimination. That would have been under the ropes. Battle of the bitches over in the corner from between Busty and Kitty as Elaine recovers in the corner. I still don't think that she's properly recovered from her title shot a week ago. It's Catherine Neville up over the top rope, catches hold of the bottom. Crystal looks to eliminate her. Just focus on the knee. Get her out that way. So we're now trying to get Samantha up. Up kicking Summer. Up the ropes to the top. Getting the name towards the bottom. Elaine not going for Kyle, and Elaine narrowly escapes being eliminated there. Elaine was making her way around Kyle. I think we saw her take a look at her student. Now Elaine more concerned with knowing her students doing well. In the first elimination, I think that's Kitty. Summer getting the elimination there. Tremendous opportunity for Summer as her redemption arc continues. Jump to the canvas and Samantha there to pick up the pieces. As Busty up over the top, holds on. Manages to keep herself in there. As Catherine dropping down, Kyle takes a moment to recover. Samantha Darkstar looks to be on her way out. Catherine comes right in. It's Buddy on Elf action. Indeed, if that's the way you want to look at it. Kyle scoop slam down and elbow drop. Busty recovers under the ropes. And we're going to be seeing a lot of that from her in this matchup. So Wrestling's resident bully just does not like frontal confrontation. Kyle into the ropes. Utilizing her body as a weapon as Samantha gets up as under Summer's watch. Rusty going again right for Kyle. All three members targeted Kyle following her VixXxen's title win. Hard situations to watch, but it did result in Kyle befriending Jessica Jenkins and finding mentorship under Elaine, and there goes Catherine. Not sure if that was Samantha Darkstar or Summer. Both of them were in the area. Elaine looking now to eliminate Crystal. Up over the top rope and out goes Crystal. There's another elimination there. And out goes Samantha. Quickly down to our final four. Now down to our final three. Just to get that elimination on Kyle. She's going to bring a huge smile on Lady Chaos's face as Busty holding back, picking her moment. Busty may be a cowardly fighter, but she's a harsh fighter. Summer with blind sight. You typically see that from her. Usually it's the twisted splash, but she's not going to take that kind of risk here. Busty against the ropes, and Summer looking to eliminate her now. Has her up high. And out goes Busty. We are down to two. Summer, Holly Madison, and Elaine. You ever think Elaine would take anyone not of her kind to be her student? Well, she does have Jessica Jenkins, though. Not certain if Jessica's more of a student than just Kyle's friend, but Elaine doesn't seem to mind Kyle tag teaming with Jessica. So you can't claim interspecies hatred from Elaine. It's a surprise that Elaine has been able to last this as long as she has. Spinning heel kick in the back of her head, hitting the turnbuckle. Summer and Elaine having a deep respect for the spirit of competition. Pretty sure that's what's driving Elaine to be here tonight. Notice the way that Summer dropped Elaine down, not dropping her down onto the back, just dropping her onto her side. Shots. Nice. Elaine fighting back. Well, I wouldn't say that Summer punches. I'm sure that Summer for Elaine, and Elaine just victorious. Out of nowhere, Elaine tossing Summer out. I don't think that Summer even expected that one. Attempting for her submission hold, but was countered out. And there we see stiff shots in the face, a spinning forearm, and just right out of the ring. Summer in a huge state of daze. unable to capitalize or get back into form in time, and Elaine taking clear and quick advantage of that one. Sasha Banks now making her way out to the ring. For an individual to join up with the second individual, to join up into the Harem. Her career here in Whassup Wrestling came in with the Women's Championship. Had a council welcoming. It's went downhill from there and found solace in the Harem. What is this all about? Lady Chaos making her way to the ring. Sasha Banks is essentially giving her, well, sort of retirement from Whassup Wrestling. She says that she will be a part of the Harem, more of a backstage role. Going forward to Whassup Wrestling 2.0, but Lady Chaos coming out, the VixXxen champion, who will be defending her title at WrestleMania against Kyle. What business does she have with Sasha Banks of all people? Sasha Banks with the last word here on Chaos. She's really talking the smack to the VixXxen champion. Sasha turning into the Harem. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the World Heavyweight Champion making his way to the ring for this tremendous Battle Royale. Matchup this will be. So far we've seen Big Daddy and Cyprus set the explanation points. How will Superstar respond? Saw Cyprus eliminate Blithe Omega. Big Daddy eliminate Canuck. What does Superstar have to do here? Match at WrestleMania. How many zoom-in shots do we have to have for Superstar? I mean, we know he's coming. We know he's the World Heavyweight Champion. We know he's going to walk into WrestleMania World Heavyweight Champion. And we know he's again going to walk out champion. And we'll never, ever lose this title so long as I hold belief in him. It certainly seems to be the way, and so you are declaring that Superstar will come out victorious of that triple threat matchup. Indeed he will, and you know every time I say it, it happens. It happened at Elimination Chamber, it happened against Moose, it's gonna keep happening again and again. Elimination Chamber was thus far Superstar's biggest challenge. 5 other competitors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this could be the big man that Superstar sets his own sights on. To add to that explanation, he doesn't need an explanation or exclamation point for this triple threat matchup. The man is the exclamation point Weasel. Apologies there, but thus far, looks as though Disgruntled Town will be the big man in this one. Another individual who shunned Colin Styles earlier. I'm sure if Colin Styles can get into that FUBAR Championship matchup and win, well, Cloud may regret his actions some weeks ago. Especially since Disgruntled Clown isn't even involved here in WrestleMania. This is it, Disgruntled Clown. This is the last time we'll see you. Well, he made Whassup Wrestling 2.0, but in what capacity? We'll just have to wait and find out, ladies and gentlemen. Is Disgruntled Clown ready for this one? Already with just 2 individuals, we are into one of the biggest battle royales here tonight. Things just keep getting bigger here in name. It's Roger Desmond, former Universal Champion. Last year he was going into WrestleMania set to defend the title. Yeah, and this year, unfortunately, is more of a backstage host. May fall from grace, but well, there's always next year. Roger Desmond could be defending the title or even going for it as the winner of the Royal Rumble. Perhaps if he can find some sort of common ground with his on-again, off-again tag team partner Tony J. Smith, who is victorious in the opening Battle Royale tonight. We may see him once more as the tag team champions. I think he's going to lower himself to the tag titles once more. The man is single-handedly responsible for WrestleMania being a thing here in Whassup Wrestling. The company owes him a spot on the card. And here comes Tornado. We saw him earlier. We didn't see him earlier. We saw Charles Manstead interviewing the legendary Ric Flair earlier. Tornado, just like everyone else, was I'm sure Tornado had a very close front row seat to that interview. Say is that earlier tonight, that opening Battle Royale, Joeffrey Jones attempted to do what he thought would be possible and take on Blithe Omega one-on-one. Yeah, it didn't work out for him, did it? Not in the least. Does Tornado go straight for the Scarlet Clown, or will we see someone bigger? Well, not a large competitor. At least not in spirit or size here tonight, but perhaps as the road goes on, well, Ric Flair has great belief that individuals like Johnny Wisdom will go far in and out of this industry. These were the man's words. And that interview that Tornado was not a part of. Anyone's going to argue that now. I mean, Tornado out here in his Tornado gear, his tag title belt. Not sure if Roger Desmond wants to go for something he could try and eliminate Tornado and perhaps get himself closer on the map. A tag title shot again. That's him lowering himself. Now comes Bobo, dressed back up as Spaceman Bobo. Spaceman Bobo, who made his debut. Don't call it a debut, it's a costume. Bobo is Bobo. Indeed, Jojo Bobo is Bobo, but tonight he is back to Spaceman Bobo. This idiot's gonna go airborne. What the hell is he doing with a star on the back? Only one man deserves a star, and it's certainly not him. First ever Universal Champion here in Whassup Wrestling history. Great inspiration. Couldn't even form up a group. Everyone they tried to group up with got beat up until they decided to say, screw it, he's just not worth it. Well, he considers his fans now his smile time variety hour. I mean, the unblinking masses that just wear the exact same clothes. Not much of a variety. And how are they allowing Bobo to compete in that helmet on? How fair is that? And while it does offer a bit of protection, it does also limit his range of view. So here we go, all 6 competitors in the ring. Tornado, Roger Desmond over by the corner, with the rope, sorry. Narrowly eliminated, but fighting back. Bobo and Superstar, Disgruntled Clown, and Johnny Wisdom quickly eliminates Disgruntled Clown. While the Superstar was after an explanation point, he's lost his opportunity. As we see, going straight for Wisdom and just hitting him repeatedly, just Makes a semicircle around the ring. I said before that Superstar did not need to leave an exclamation point, but you saw just how fast Superstar went for Wisdom after he eliminated the Disgruntled Clown almost immediately. I still stand by that Superstar doesn't need to make an exclamation point. It's just that Wisdom took out the biggest man, so Superstar had to take him out too. Seemingly calmed down, stepped away from Wisdom, now focusing in on the greatness of Roger Desmond. Tornado left without a dance partner. Going to team up with Bobo. And will that be enough to get Wisdom out of here? And Wisdom managing to crawl his way down to the bottom rope. And now Bobo and Tornado. And Wisdom fighting his way back against both men. It's an understatement from Ric Flair when he commented that he sees great things in the future of this fellow four horsemen. And Bobo, no, holds on. I think he's got something sticky on his gloves. Superstar tosses Tornado, who manages to use the ropes as over the wall, gets into the corner, but to his discretion now is Bobo up over the top rope, down. Wisdom focusing away, and Superstar coming right in again, and this time Wisdom ready for him. Desmond with an elbow to the back, catches Bobo in the helmet. He's not going to cover up against everything. This is going to rock Bobo's head around, and what a drop kick from Roger Desmond. It must suck to be Disgruntled Clown. This match has gone on longer thus far after he's been eliminated than before. Indeed, from Bell to Disgruntled Clown's elimination is a smaller time than from his elimination to at this point where there hasn't been any. Disgruntled Clown just wasn't ready. Desmond sinks to the far corner. Johnny Wisdom looking for a dance partner of his own. Goes straight for Bobo. Tries to kick him up over the top rope. Doesn't manage to get it in. And Roger Desmond over the top rope, but holds on. And Wisdom kind of celebrating there. As Tornado thrown into him. Tornado being battered around back and forth between Bobo and Desmond. Range of movement from Bobo's spacesuit. Superstar just watching up from a bird's eye view. Pretty dangerous spot to be in, especially when he has two competitors who can just charge him at any moment. Now Bobo doing the same thing, and Bobo taking the leap. And Superstar responding in kind. Bobo with Roger Desmond up, and Bobo forearm taking Desmond down. Bobo turning Tornado around, going to try to eliminate him. Wisdom has Superstar down, who's Superstar shoves him back, tries with an enziguri. Wisdom ducks that, kick to the gut. Tornado manages to keep himself alive in this matchup, and Wisdom spotting Roger coming towards him, hops down from the middle rope. A lot of these people just climbing up the turnbuckles just out of instinct. Well, if you're going to do that, at least exit the ring between the ropes first. So managing to keep himself alive here. Enziguri kick to the side of the head. Superstar now going from Wisdom to Bobo. Still no elimination since Disgruntled Clown. Did they just forget how this match goes? face first to the canvas. Enziguri kick to the back of the head. Now Tornado propped against the ropes and super kick, and Tornado holding on. And no! I think Wisdom was trying for a hot shot, but Tornado countered into one of his own. Elbow to the side of the leg. The Superstar now back up to his feet. Tornado, middle rope. Rolling senton. Desmond just doing a bit of damage in the corner. Forget that it was just a little less than a year ago that Tornado was a challenger for the World Heavyweight Championship alongside Stan Stevens in another triple threat matchup following WrestleMania in the Night of Champions event. Nice in the face from Tornado to Desmond, and Superstar holds on. He's nearly eliminating the World Heavyweight Champion, and kick to the back of the head. Everyone getting kicked to the back of the head here. And suplex from Desmond onto Tornado. Roger and no. Tornado up to his feet. Just about to say that Roger and Wisdom, the only two men remaining up. And almost with the greatness super kick. Tornado with a spinning heel kick. Catches hold of Wisdom. We'll see some eliminations here soon. This battle royale we've had thus far. We're still with 5 competitors. Wisdom propped against the ropes. Baba with some momentum, and Wisdom, the next one eliminated. It'd be interesting if Baba were the next one eliminated after that. Baba instead going right for Roger Desmond now. And trying to eliminate the former Universal Champion. Pulls him in, double underhook, backbreaker. Zahara now to the Tornado. We're already down to 4. Roger Desmond, another shot on Tornado, and this time connects. Still going at it. Tornado getting to his feet. See Bubba down on the ground once more. Wheelbarrow powerbomb, and Superstar able to pick up Tornado's shot to the face with the forearm. And backbreaker to the superhero of Whassup Wrestling. And Superstar standing tall above all, even taller above all. Shooting star press. Tremendous risk from the World Heavyweight Champion, going straight up to the top. And suplex right on top of Desmond. Desmond with a forearm shot and up over the shoulders. And what a matchup this would be. Superstar and Desmond one-on-one. Superstar sent up and over. Desmond coming back over. And Superstar propped against the ropes. And Roger. And out goes Superstar. Roger Desmond gets the elimination. We are down to 3. Spaceman Bobo. Stop calling him that. Tornado and Roger Desmond. And that space helmet being put to full use here. Roger Desmond up on the shoulders again. And another bubble forearm. Another nice suplex there from Roger Desmond. Of course, Desmond's able to fight back. He just got a forearm between the shoulder blades. What kind of finisher is that? Well, if you don't like that finisher, perhaps you'll like the Boboplex. Bobo could be poised, ready for another one. He wasn't able to counter out, though. So not able to wrap his arm around that helmet. Up for another suplex. Trying to quickly get Bobo up, and another jawbreaker off that helmet. Kicks in the back of the leg now. And Bobo again turns to Desmond. Gets in a shot and powerbomb. No! Face pressure from Bobo to Desmond. As Bobo gets Tornado up, shot to the head, and he's got him up on the shoulders. And the fans calling it Bobo forearm. And Bobo rocks right back, and another kick. Tornado getting Bobo up. Trying to kick him back into the ropes and manages to kick him away. But Bobo falling off his feet. And Tornado again getting Bobo up. Just bring him to the ropes. Stop trying to kick him. It doesn't have to be flashy. Tornado is a flashy fighter. He can't help it. It's going to cause him a victory here if he keeps up with that. Desmond isn't a pretty fighter. He isn't using any flash or flare. And Hurricane Rana from Tornado. And Tornado taking a huge risk, flying without a cape. Is it a huge risk because he was being stupid climbing up to the top rope, or a huge risk because he was flying without a cape? Either or, you can take your pick. Tremendous back heel kick to the face of Roger Desmond, taking him off his feet. And now a kick to the back of the head to steady up his features there. Bobo attempting to get hold of Tornado to try and eliminate him, but he was not successful. Now towards the ropes, perhaps into the corner. And now Bobo gets hold of him, going for that elimination, gets him off one foot. Tornado's juggling, no, Bobo with him up off both feet. Trying to get him up and over. Tornado trying to get hold of something. Manages to get hold of the turnbuckle and punches his way back down. And Bobo with a Boboplex. Bobo now catching Roger Desmond before he catches him, but, well, it did not work out. Roger with momentum, and up and over goes Bobo. We are down to toe here, ladies and gentlemen. That's grain versus grain. Who's Kermit going to be singing for tonight? Another chance for the greatness. Super kick misses out Tornado in behind, but Roger Desmond gets hold of him fast, and they're right by the ropes. And Tornado taking Desmond down. And Roger Desmond suplex. Gonna try once more. He's thus far 1 for 3 with the greatness super kicks here. And 2 for 4. And over the top rope, Tornado trying to hold on, and just a shoulder rush sends Tornado to the outside as Roger Desmond reigns supreme here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Roger Desmond with a tremendous victory. Perhaps the most hard-fought battle royale thus far tonight. We have a few more to go. Can they outdo this one? I will admit that this one really got competitive, but it was mostly competitive once Superstar was involved. Unfortunately eliminated early on by Roger Desmond. Well, not early on, but at least in line of some eliminations early on. Roger Desmond victorious here. Certain degree of bragging rights. Get him on WrestleMania. It's his show to run. A long time since we've seen Hotaru Shidare here in Whassup Wrestling. Last time we saw her was last year at WrestleMania singing the Japanese national anthem. Here accepting her role as the VixXxen interviewer. What do you think she's going to interview? Well, we're soon to find out here. Out comes Alexis Bliss, champion in her own right. She's a contracted player here in Whassup Wrestling. She's got a connected contract. She's got a leeching contract, Weasel. Get it right. She's here because she's leeching off of Area 51. She came in here trying to leech off of the Matt Hardy gang. She came here trying to leech off the council. Now she's just sticking around, leeching off of Area 51. Well, that was a bit mushy for my taste. Well, Alexa finally put the rumors to rest. Indeed, in a relationship with Roswell. So basically, she's just a heartfelt leech. A loving leech. Well, it is time for the final VixXxen's Battle Royale. What chaotic events those have been thus far here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And it does not look like things are about to get any easier. Future competitor here. So wait, this is the final one? So we could have a 4 VixXxen Battle Royale. Why the hell won't we have one of those? As I said, these Battle Royales are not about absolute supremacy. After all, not all VixXxens are competing. Stephanie McMahon is not competing. Surprisingly, Lady Chaos is not competing. I don't know. Does she have to? I saw her earlier. Give me some nice kind words of support. Sasha Banks bidding her, a fond farewell. I think it really ended up in the way that she had wanted. Star dressed up in her bikini party summer attire. Streaks back with the blood. Whose blood? It's hard to say. So the Evil Girls leader winning the Battle Royale earlier tonight. Spice victorious. Will Lana Star be able to do the same? Will essentially be on her own in this one, as all the other Evil Girls were, or at least most of them were involved in that last one. Here's someone I'm sure that they would love to recruit into their fold. Nessie, who made her debut at the Bikini Party Summer. Victorious in that effort, went on to SummerSlam to face off against Summer Holly Madison. This has been a strong fixture in the Hellcat division. Afraid to get down and dirty herself. Her future holds for her career in wrestling 2.0. Again, ladies and gentlemen, making his grand debut a week after WrestleMania, 2 weeks from tonight. New arena, new looks, new styles, new superstars. You will be joining us for that, ladies and gentlemen, to our latest venture, our upgrade. And actually seeing, our women in Royal Rumbles. Yes, that's a tremendous thing to look forward to as well there. JoJo, thank you for pointing that out. The first of 2 Harem representatives back in her own Snow Bunnies apparel. Stratfield, who will be facing off against her fellow Haremette, Honey Rydell, at WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. Sure, Emily would much rather be fighting for the Hellcat Championship, the last title that eludes her, keeping her from becoming the premier VixXxen. She has consistently claimed herself that being former tag team champion, former Divas champion, former women's champion, former VixXxen's champion. to secure the Snow Bunnies tournament. Unfortunately, that is not a championship. It's a tournament in bragging rights. By the way, this match is probably just as important for Emily. I guess the camera guy must have seen somebody new. And the other member of the Harem in this one, Etsuko Mitsusaga, the originator of Haremettes. She came in with Anya. Impressive in her own right. She's really loyal to the Harem ways. Her goddess stands above all others. This makes one wonder how she feels about the whole situation between Emily and Honey. Whether she even cares about having an in-ring representative that isn't Anya. What if Anya says for Tsuko to follow the inspiration of either Emily or Honey? I'm sure that Tsuko's not going to argue about that. Especially since she does look pretty cute as a reindeer. Anya's right about that. I mean, the goddess is right about a lot of things, but this especially. Say that Etsuko will do anything that Anya says. She tells her to go back out dressed as a reindeer. And speaking about the almost got 'ems, Lilac. That's what her entire career is based off of. Getting to the finals of whatever situation she's in, but unfortunately falling short. Yeah, she's just basically the biggest Whassup Wrestling disappointment here. One day she'll score the big one. Tonight may be a sign of higher things to come for her. Battle Royale would maybe not get her any sort of title shot or opportunity of that sort, but it would give her the confidence that since she has done it once, she can do it again. Nah, she's going to be the first one eliminated. You weren't right about Superstar earlier. Shut up about that. Superstar was just blindsided. He left the ring voluntarily. He knew that he can't win everything. He already has the World Heavyweight title. He doesn't need a worthless Battle Royale win. He's not going to be like Cyprus or Pimp Daddy, pushing himself to the end. And strength. And speaking of someone who doesn't bother reserving their strength, really ever dancing her way to the ring. Team with fellow Glow Girl Ida Etsuko to take on the team of Roxy Stevenson and Queen Amazonia. A huge feat in their own right, but Ida is one of those few who has scored a victory over Amazonia. And Ida is perhaps the most successful champion here in Whassup Wrestling. She held her women's championship for close to a year, taking on all competitors. The Glow Girls have had a great deal of success as a team, becoming the first ever Whassup Wrestling VixXxen's Tag Team Champions, winning out in a tournament. So even though Roxy does have Amazonia in her corner, she takes on perhaps one of the most dominant tag teams here in Whassup Wrestling. Dominant? Do they have the titles now? They don't indeed, but does not mean that sometime in the future they will not have them again. Now with the arrival of entrant number 7, Perhaps coming into this one with the most amount of inspiration. Jessica Jenkins, whose teammate Elaine, victorious in her own battle royale earlier tonight. Her best friend Kyle was unsuccessful. Jessica may be doing this for her. This time we will be facing off against Lady Chaos at WrestleMania for the VixXxen Championship. And do you think Jessica's, physically able to compete here tonight? What Lady Chaos did to her. Lady Chaos digging in some claws into Jessica's throat just last week. I'm sure that wasn't the case. I'm sure Jessica just absolutely knew that she had no chance against Chaos. And given what happened to Elaine, she just tapped out early. That's something that Kyle needs to understand. She has no chance against Chaos either. Following that match, that Kyle ran in and assaulted Lady Chaos, getting some measure of revenge. That is for WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. For tonight, we have the former women's champion making her way to the ring, Ida Atsuko, back in her own Snow Bunny attire. She's done the Snow Queen look, the pure white attire. She was the odds-on favorite in that Snow Bunny tournament, but unfortunately could not come up victorious there. She's not used to the sort of apparel that she was competing in, and now she is back in it. As here we go, it is Zoe Nessie and Asuko Mitsusaka, Jessica Jenkins with Ida Atsuko, Riley Everett, and Emily Stratfield, and that leaves Lana Star and Lilac. In-ring action already, as I said, that this one is typically rather chaotic, and Emily looking to be eliminated already. Sets up over the top rope. Pounding away, kicking away at her midsection, but Emily comes back in. She can't be eliminated. Yes, she hasn't done her patented double knee. So we're giving the same treatment. Jessica now trying to push her out. Jessica and Zoe and Asuko and Ida. Asuko and Ida, the odd ones out there. So everyone just rumbles together. Well, packed together. So she gets the ropes, holds on tight, and Emily again over the top. A couple of shots from Riley, but Emily fires back. And up over the shoulders, and Asuka looking to eliminate Ida. Emily and Lilac recover. Jessica doing the same. Lana now going for Zoe headbutt. And out goes Atsuko. Ida eliminating her. She's your countrywoman. You can't do that. And out goes no. Jessica far more ready than Atsuko was, unfortunately, for, Atsuko there. And double team on the former women's champion. And Riley, could have assisted, but opts not to. Has 3 eliminations in quick succession. And now it is 4. That was the third one. Right, sorry. 3 eliminations, still in quick succession. Emily out of the ring. Perhaps you can count this as a blessing in disguise And Lilac may be on her own way out. And indeed, Lilac is out. Double team from Riley and Jessica. Down to 4 already. So that Emily could count this as a blessing in disguise. Not having to expend so much energy in this battle royale scenario. Zoe and Jessica, Riley and Lana. Lana sent to the far corner as Jessica and Zoe fight it out. And Riley turning things around, going to try to eliminate Lana Starr. Gets her up as does Zoe on Jessica, and Jessica over the top but holds on. And Lana flipped up and over and sent out. Now down to 3 as Jessica manages to save herself. And becomes a dumb idiot. Here trying to get a chant going for Kaio. Jessica manages to get Riley out. And we are down to 2. As Jessica is doing this for Kaio. Build up inspiration. And Zoe with the head scissors. A great deal of motivation would be if her mentor and best friend went out in their own battle royales here. I mean, would it be? Because Elaine and Kyle were part of the same battle royale. Even though Kyle was eliminated from that one, at the very least, Elaine was victorious and headbutt. Zoe takes the fall rather than going against the ropes. Jessica taking a huge risk here. It does pay off. Huge risk again for double meaning. Up onto the shoulders, but Zoe kicking her feet in from behind with a reverse DDT. Now Zoe with a huge risk of her own. This time calling Jessica up to her feet. And Jessica slaps the front dropkick attempt away. Over the top rope, and that is it. Jessica Jenkins victorious here. There will be huge celebrations in her locker room alongside Kyle and Elaine. Huge deal of motivation, huge bit of inspiration. As Zoe Nessie even eliminated in the same manner that Elaine had eliminated Summer. A quick elimination, tossing them over the top before they could even understand what is going on. So basically now, when Kyle loses, it's going to be a huge disappointment. All their motivation efforts wasted. We heard earlier from this man's future opponent for WrestleMania. Ric Flair seeing great things in Craig Stevens' future, wanting to be there, wanting to be an inspiring force for what he declares as the future of this company, the future of this industry. You think Craig Stevens is ready for that kind of weight on his shoulders? Sure he is. Well, he's the man who single-handedly came out and challenged Blithe Omega to his introductory matchup. The man who became the workhorse champion with the World Heavyweight title. The man who fought his way to a Universal Championship matchup. Ended up winning it, but was screwed out of it by a man he would later on defeat. He has yet to re-secure that championship. It's a damn near foregone conclusion that it is his to take. And speaking of championships and taking, out comes Ultra Guy. And And it was indeed signed last week, ladies and gentlemen, a triple threat matchup for the $1 Million Championship. Ultra Guy earning his shot finally, alongside Stan Stevens, as they will face off against Number Guy. What an absolute stellar $1 Million Championship that will be. I think Ultra Guy and Frank Stevens have the same sort of in-ring pyro. And it just makes it easier for the pyro people when, individuals do that. Stevens' intro is nowhere near as expensive as Ultra Guy's. I said time and again, Ultra Guy, the most expensive entrance here in Whassup Wrestling. And at WrestleMania, it'll be no exception. What is this, the Battle Royale of Pyro Works?
What do you think it was?
And out comes Roswell, former $1 Million champion himself.
Let's go.
Set to secure the gold with his partner 51. But he's perhaps captured something even greater than that. The heart of Alexa Bliss. Yeah, that interview earlier between Alexa and Hotaru, that was a bit mushy for my liking. There's a lot of speculation on the sort of partnership between Roswell and Alexa. Well, her words confirm it. So now Roswell has to come out here, compete, and get his ass kicked. After all of that. Way to go, Alexa. You just ruined one of the greatest tag teams here in Whassup Wrestling. Yes, let's just keep the focus going. Well, a member of the Four Horsemen. No Four Horsemen has thus far won a Battle Royale, but Shane Evans could turn it around. His own Battle Royale, Johnny Wisdom, was rather impressive, as was Greg Faith. Shane Evans follow the same suit. Of course he will follow the same suit until it's time for his elimination. The camera really has a love affair with Roswell. Well, sorry cameraman, but apparently Roswell is taken. And now comes Roswell's partner, 51, the big man of Area 51. See how he manages to do this tremendous matchup. Another tag team situation in the Battle Royale drawings. Earlier we saw Rough and Tough go at it in the finals of their own tournament, their own Battle Royale, sorry. Will we see Roswell and 51 duke it out? I really hope so. I can only imagine that Alexa Bliss would come running out here begging 51 to stop pounding her boyfriend's face into the canvas. Honestly, Roswell should just get eliminated first, right off the bat. Let him get eliminated, let him go into the back, hide from the world with Alexa, and just let us all forget about this. Well, here comes the man that a lot of fans saying should have been the King of the Ring winner and current Universal Champion. Unfortunately, he was taken out of that tournament and has been dealing with the $1 Billion Assassins ever since his return. Certainly a big target planted on his chest, as he will go next week one-on-one in the rubber match against Blithe Omega. man who has scored a clean victory over Omega. We saw Blithe being eliminated earlier tonight by Cyprus. The Rangers suffer the same fate. Oh, I don't think so, because Cyprus isn't in this match. I mean, will he be eliminated? And, oh! Ultra Guy just narrowly almost eliminating 51 from this contest before we even get a chance to start talking about it. Luckily, 51 was ready. Anyways, here's the standings. 51 and Ultra Guy, Craig Stevens and Roswell, Shane Evans and Roger Desmond. Ladies and gentlemen, and Ultra Guy almost eliminated. I say that in case these sizes are too difficult to tell Area 51 apart. Remember, Roswell is in the purple, 51 is in the blue. Yeah, that doesn't really help much, because they still both look alike. I mean, do you think that Alexa can tell the difference between them? I think close up, Alexa can tell the difference between 51 and Roswell. Yeah, but the lights are out. You're really obsessed with the situation between Roswell and Alexa Bliss, aren't you? It's just that Alexa has better people to choose from, you know? Like me. Anyway, Roswell with a head scissors, and Craig Stevens, Ultra Guy, just trying to eliminate someone here while pulling 51 back in as a competitor, or no, 51 perhaps does he even recognize Roswell as his partner. He grabbed hold of him quickly. We saw Roswell softly bringing 51 from the corner, now keeping away. I think 51 was just acting on instinct there. And Shane Evans almost eliminated himself by Ranger. That's where no eliminations just yet. It's just very near close calls. And Ultra Guy, no, Roswell, up and over. There you go, Roswell. Crawl your way back to your quote-unquote girlfriend. Now's my time to shine. Hey, Alexa, I've lasted longer than Roswell in this matchup as a commentator. And now Craig Stevens looking to be eliminated by Shane Evans, just as Ultra Guy narrowly avoided it from 51. And we have big man on big man action here. And 51 up on the top, made easy by Ranger. As the fight continues between Shane Evans, and 51 is out. Shane Evans and Ultra Guy fighting it out. Former partners Craig Stevens and Ranger going at it one-on-one. And now Craig Stevens looking to eliminate him. And out goes, no. Ultra Guy managing to hold on, and Ranger fighting right back in. In the far corner goes Craig Stevens, and stiff shot to the face. Another heavy blow, and trying to stomp on the chest, but Craig Stevens managing to reserve some of the force and impact away from that, and now Shane Evans unable to keep Ultra Guy up for too much longer. Ultra Guy into the corner, and a shoulder thrust from Craig Stevens. Shane Evans battling Ranger towards the ropes. Just as we talk about there being a strong future for Craig Stevens, what about Shane Evans? Yeah, when you're standing face to face, ooh, nice little synchronized knockdown there. When you're standing face to face with Ranger, you don't have much of a future. Especially considering that the next man to face off against Ranger will be Blithe Omega. So if you try to make Ranger look like a fool, well, Blithe is just going to come for you. Very technical action on the top. Powerhouse on the bottom. And Shane Evans is gone and out of here. Eliminated by Craig Stevens. So confirmation, no straight victory for any member of the Four Horsemen. No, Craig Stevens is just a matter of how long until he's out of this one. There's no way he can survive against the awesome power of both Ranger and Ultra Guy. Well, unless Ranger or Ultra Guy eliminate one or the other. Tossing suplex from Ranger to Ultra Guy. Knees to the face as Craig Stevens recovers on the other side of the ring. If he were smart, he'd remain there. But he's not. Take a lesson from Katie Klein. Just stay out of the fight. That there's no way you could win. Crawling out to the crowd, bringing Ranger up to his feet. Up on the shoulders and power slams him back down. Saw the swift movements. I don't think Ultra Guy was able to bring Ranger to the ropes, in case those of you were wondering why he didn't turn and do that. Slow and steady neck breaker. As Ranger turns around. Dropped against the ropes and super kick beneath the jaw. Oh, and Craig Stevens' throat against the top rope. I mean, what does he expect? It's a pretty sloppy super kick. It's like he just kind of did a standing split and fell into Ranger. And super kick, not one in his repertoire of moves. Really? Isn't it everyone's repertoire? And I hate from that elbow drop. Now Ultra Guy back up to his feet. Ranger being taken to the ropes. And will Ultra Guy assist? And Ultra Guy assists. And Ranger, can he hold on? Ranger trying to power his way through, and manages to do so. Kick his feet back down. Ultra Guy and Craig Stevens can eliminate Ranger. Who can, if anyone? Almost looked like, yes, both men are still working together, and Ranger eliminated. Craig Stevens taking Ultra Guy against the ropes, but Ultra Guy fighting back. Scoop slam attempt, but no. And Ultra Guy with a stalling suplex. There we go. With these men fighting for motivation now with their matchups on the horizon. Ultra Guy's triple threat for the $1 Million Championship. Craig Stevens' career-defining matchup against Ric Flair. Craig Stevens being pulled around and kicked to the inside knee. Ultra Guy giving himself a momentary pause. Just easily able to kick Craig Stevens around just by walking. Craig Stevens, just give up. There's no way you can outpower Ultra Guy. He did manage to eliminate Ranger, and another kick, and out goes Ultra Guy. Craig Stevens standing tall here, ladies and gentlemen. Tremendous matchup here. Craig Stevens, the great deal of elimination. Shane Evans, Ranger, and Ultra Guy. Craig Stevens heading to WrestleMania now. Can he repeat the same process against Ric Flair? And just when you thought, ladies and gentlemen, that we would not have any singles matches here tonight, we indeed do. We have had this one signed for quite some time. Alexis King to go one-on-one with Maple, who has since loosely reunited herself with her former client in Moose. Obviously representing the Universal Champion Buddy. The war of words has been spread long and loud between these two individuals. This is not the first time that these two have gone at it. First show of this year. The first time that these two fought one another. At that point, it was Maple fighting on behalf of... Shut up! She's bouncing. Yes, anyways, Maple fighting on behalf of Craig Stevens. The losing effort in that match, but it was the night that Ranger made his return. And unfortunately got in a couple shots in on Alexis King. He certainly has not let that one slide. So here we go, one-on-one, ladies and gentlemen. The referee now getting an opportunity to be properly involved in this show rather than raising a hand. So we'll see if Maple has managed to improve her game since their first encounter. And Alexis King driving knees into Maple's back, not going to go easy here. I mean, she shouldn't. Maple had no right getting herself involved in what was going on in the WrestleMania main event. She's just after the payday. I mean, she left Moose high and dry. Spoken about then, and it was repeated about later on. There's no animosity in the split up between Maple and Moose. It's evidenced by the fact that we did not see Moose go after Craig Stevens in any way. I mean, if Moose were to feel jilted, you'd think he would. A submission move on the other. King getting up to her feet, elbows to the midsection. Gotta wonder if Alexis has been taking lessons from Buddy or Blithe or both. I'm sure that Craig Stevens has attempted to teach Maple how to protect herself. Who could forget Maple taking a super kick from Roger Desmond towards Money in the Bank? Yeah, those were our dark days. It was weeks before we saw Maple again. Rightfully so. Craig Stevens trying to keep Maple in a protected state. Fortunately, can't be out here to protect her now. Of course not. He's in the back celebrating. Snap suplex from Maple. What do you think Maple's finisher is? The motorboat? The booty bounce? Don't tell me it was a dive off the metal turnbuckle. I think, if anything, or if Maple were to have any sort of finisher, I imagine it would be the Craig Stevens special. Straight shot there from Alexis King. Catches hold of her. Oh, they're hugging. Belly to belly, and here's the cover. Watch your hand, ref. They're countering the match, just not disciplining her. Alexis King poised and ready, waiting on Maple to get up to her feet. Trying for his scoop slam, can't get it in. Straight forearm shot to the side of the head. And crucifix. But just for the punishment, not for the pinfall. Sideways figure four, pushing on the knee. You think that actually hurts? What, being punched by a fluffy paw? I don't think it hurts as much as Maple hopes it would. Here's the cover, and a great camera angle of that. We have most of the time here. Yeah, we kind of blew the budget on Ultra Guy's pyro, didn't we? One camera is all we can afford, ladies and gentlemen. Alexis King set up on the top turnbuckle and kicked away from. And in she comes again, belly to belly. I like to think it's called the Love Slam. You know, Alexis King lures them into a false sense of, like, hey, we're best buddies, and then bam, takes them down. Oh, and a pump handle toss, sending a Maple away, and here's the cover, and this one may be it. And Maple getting that shoulder up. Maple showing a lot of gut and integrity here, keeping the clutch clean and keeping her spirits up. Knowing that she's doing this for Moose. Although not just for Moose, it's just for herself as she knocks Alexis to the outside. So much for integrity. Well, integrity was just the word I used. Yeah, sending Alexis back inside the ring. Up onto the shoulders, but Alexis with a reversal. Alexis in the corner just relaxing, resting. Flip over snapmare. And up on the shoulders, and again. This time Maple in from behind, kick to the back of the knee. I think that kind of head slamming move should be done to Maple, you know? Just to kind of wave the flags a little, if you know what I mean. And Maple, after that rolling leg drop, kick to the gut, hitting the ropes, and a scissor kick. That's Crystal's move. Well, it may be enough for a victory here as we slowly pan back, and indeed, Maple picking up a victory, getting herself some vengeance from earlier this year. Tremendous victory here from Maple, able to hold her own against Alexis King. Perhaps the lessons from both Moose and Craig Stevens has shut Alexis King up for good. I don't think it's going to shut her up for good, but it may shut her up for a while. There we go, there's the bounce. I mean, the bounce off the canvas. That was a hefty impact shot there. And again, but Maple victorious with that scissors kick. I wouldn't go into the back. We know that Crystal Weiss is here, and she does not like it when people try to take stuff from her. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the final Battle Royale of the evening. 6 more individuals to go at it, and we are starting off with an extreme style. We are starting off with Joey Terrifying. A man who has been FUBAR since the very beginning. Back in the FUBAR Invitational. Like just a little over a year ago, in fact. Heading towards Whassup Wrestling's first ever WrestleMania, Whassup Wrestling's end of first year. Just expressed no interest in doing anything aside from FUBAR competitions. We get it. He's a FUBAR competitor. Out comes Dexter Spectacular, who had a tremendous matchup last week against Colin Styles. Fortunately, that chip on his shoulder came right back. Either that or Dexter has been just the latest in a long line of individuals disrespecting Colin Styles. I don't think that's the case. It's been displayed before that Dexter does not exactly have the kindest of demeanors towards fellow competitors. He's already a close friend of his, such in the case of Jamie Hill. Of course, interesting is that Jamie Hill started off this night, and now Dexter Spectacular is close to ending it off. Now with the arrival of the current reigning FUBAR champion, who will be defending his title against Canuck, showcasing his abilities earlier this evening. Unfortunately was eliminated last by Pimp Daddy, but still, the message perhaps sent loud and clear. It's going to be a heavy-hitting affair at WrestleMania when Crackerjack and Canuck collide. What's interesting is that this is not the first time that Crackerjack and Canuck have shared the ring. Canuck was involved in Crackerjack's first matchup here in Whassup Wrestling, where Crackerjack absolutely decimated Canuck. And since then, Canuck has been seeking out a one-on-one situation of vengeance. He has gotten it on a few occasions. And the two of them even formed a tag team, the Towers of Power. It was a short-lived team, but still a very dominant force. And why exactly was it short-lived? Well, because Crackerjack was taken out in the backstage area by a debuting Violence John. Crackerjack spent months out of action, returning at the last year the Land of Giants tournament. Just in full action, he did come back at WrestleMania, in that fatal four-way Giants Battle Royale. Crackerjack managed to get Symbols of Vengeance on Violence John. Christmas Chaos taking the FUBAR Championship from him. And here's the man who had the most recent opportunity for the FUBAR Championship, Sammy D. Back at Elimination Chamber, Sammy D put up a good fight, but in the end was bested by Crackerjack. Tonight he will gain some measure of revenge. No, Sammy D is going to be the first one eliminated. That's what you believe. It's not what I believe, it's just the truth. And out comes Wild Child. Some wrestling's enigma. Yeah, the man you keep saying is going to be something, but never is. Why is that? And one day he will be something. I know that you like to call the praises of Superstar, but I'm calling it early from the start. Wild Child will become something. If he hasn't made himself something here, he will make himself something in Whassup Wrestling 2.0. Yeah, he'll further make himself a loser. The man's not even in a division. He's just not good enough for any of them. man who did defeat Ranger prior to the Survivor Series. And hasn't gotten his due for it yet. I'm sure he'll get something in the future, ladies and gentlemen. For now, King Valentine, former tag team champion, former world heavyweight hopeful. There's a number of chances at the world heavyweight title. Unfortunately, neither one of them went his way. He tried to conspire his way into obtaining a shot, pitting Canuck and Superstar against each other. And even then Superstar came out victorious. This choir might be singing for Valentine now, but each one of them is a fan of Superstar. They know who the true heavyweight champion is. You know, Jojo, I've noticed that your voice just isn't as gravelly as it was at the start of the show. I can't always be gravelly. What do you mean gravelly? This is just the way I talk. Well, here's hoping you can keep hold of it for 2 nights of WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, WrestleMania next week. Can you believe it? And here we go. Final Battle Royale of the evening. It is Joey Terrifying and Crackerjack, Sammy D and King Valentine, Dexter Spectacular, and Loser Boy. No, Wild Child. Valentine turning around, taking the shot against Sammy D. Knife edge chop. Head tossed across the ring. I think Joey Terrifying managed to inadvertently save Sammy from an elimination there. Yeah, you kind of pair up those two in the FUBAR division. I mean, if there's like a FUBAR tag title, I'm sure that those two would probably team up and go for it, despite hating each other's guts. And out goes Dexter. Dexter already eliminated by Wild Child. Wild Child, who will go on to win this Battle Royale. No, that's about right for Wild Child right there, getting shot in the face and then turning around. And now managing to get in some revenge shots of his own against King Valentine, and Crackerjack, the odd man out. Seriously, Wild Child, you really think you're going to be able to lift Valentine out? And Sammy D and Joey Terrifying fighting it out, and now Sammy D going right back for Crackerjack, and Wild Child rolls to the side of the ring. And King Valentine bringing in Joey Terrifying, who gives him a gut buster. And now Crackerjack attempting to eliminate Sammy D. I think Crackerjack is just really getting a workout. Another way, Sammy D saving himself from being eliminated, but maybe not for long. And now Joey Terrifying up on the top rope. Curious position. And now Wild Child, it's his turn. Wild Child up over the top rope, but holds on to the bottom rope. And all that power from Crackerjack, can Wild Child maintain against it? And a couple of shots make sure that he can. It's Terrifying just strangling Crackerjack. I think he was. Bit of FUBAR action inside of this Battle Royale, even if no weapons can really, it'll be difficult for weapons to make their way in here. Oh, wouldn't they just have to exit the ring under the ropes? Well, true, but I think everyone knows that if you try to bring in a weapon into a Battle Royale, it stands a chance of being used against you. That kind of happens a lot here in Whassup Wrestling. No one ever gets their first shot. And Sammy D now looking to eliminate Terrifying. It's Crackerjack. Crackerjack gonna assist, and yep, that's it. See ya, Terrifying. We're here down to 4. Crackerjack giving one final look. And King Valentine having hoped to catch a breather here. Not going to be allowed that opportunity. Sammy D into the far corner, but Wild Child catches a knee to the sternum. Now Sammy D again with Crackerjack. And Crackerjack wanted to get back to King Valentine. No disagreements from Wild Child there. Sammy D propped against the ropes. Wild Child momentum, and out goes Sammy D, and we are down to 3. That's 2 eliminations now for Wild Child, the future of Whassup Wrestling. Yeah, the future looks dark, don't it? Wild Child getting to his feet. Crackerjack poised, ready, seated, choke bomb, and no! Wild Child fights back, tries pushing, and Crackerjack over the top rope, but not out yet. And King Valentine then trying to get that elimination. Couldn't get it done. Crackerjack, yeah, getting hold of that bottom rope, rolls his way back into the ring. And Wild Child trying a drop kick. Doesn't quite work out, and now Wild Child should just kind of Drew Carey himself, you know? And all that power of Crackerjack. Crackerjack seeing the message that Canuck left. And up and over goes King Valentine. Oh, seated bomb there. Seated full Nelson. And Crackerjack is Wild Child. We really should just be recovering, you know? And it's always the stupid one to go in, and it's always the stupid one to find themselves eliminated. See? Wild Child was doing just fine before he tried to get involved with Crackerjack. Ryman's carry slipping Crackerjack up and over. Overhand shot and an overhand shot from Crackerjack, knocking Wild Child back, and Valentine in there, and scoop slam on Wild Child. You know, you talk down to Wild Child, but he was a former $1 Million champion. Yeah, for like 2 seconds. Wild Child up. Could be finding himself eliminated here, and indeed he does. I think I heard a snap. Did I hear a snap? Sometimes you just hear what you want. It's Crackerjack and Valentine going at it one-on-one. Valentine up, and it's going to be a choke bomb for King Valentine. That was meant for Wild Child. Still haven't seen Wild Child leave the ringside area. And a hefty headbutt. And there he goes now. And down to the back goes Crackerjack. Valentine now got a hold of him, bringing him to the ropes. Wild Child, you're about to have company. And over the top rope, clothesline, King Valentine victorious here. Tremendous victory from King Valentine. Strong showing from all competitors except Wild Child. He eliminated 2 people, JoJo, give him that. Valentine victorious. That hard clothesline in the corner. Sending Crackerjack to the outside. Valentine has done it. The referee has changed his shirt again. He's a man of 2 shirts. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now joined by the Royal Rumble winner, #1 contender to the Universal Championship, one half of the main event for WrestleMania, Moose, the big man. Does he have a mic? Oh, great. We're going to need, like, translators or something. Well, at least we know it isn't sexual favors that Maple has been repaying Moose for his training lessons. What are you trying to imply there, JoJo? I think Moose did pretty well. That's what I'm saying. Did better than what anyone would expect. He's just full of energy, ready for this one, as out comes the Universal Champion himself, Buddy. Weird time for a war of words. Hopefully things keep to the that way, but the situation between these two men is so volatile. Never expect what will happen here. surprisingly, things remain civil between these two, but in 7 nights' time, or 8 nights' time, depending on how the show goes, things will not remain that way, ladies and gentlemen, as we step into WrestleMania. And until then, I've been Weasel alongside JoJo. Good night.